As a young person, when I graduated high school, I really only had a couple of job options: retail or restaurant. When I got my first retail job, it was at a grocery store. I didn't work as a grocery clerk. I worked in the deli department, and I was making over minimum wage. It was a union job, so I did have to pay union dues, but I also received medical benefits and vacation pay, which was in the 80s and 90s. Then I got another retail job where I was working for a bridal shop, and that one not only paid me about double of what I earned in minimum wage when you considered my commissions too. I also had vacation pay. I also had health insurance and life insurance. And then something happened sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s. I moved to a different state and I took a very similar job working for a tuxedo store. However, this particular one paid okay. It paid over minimum wage, probably equivalent to about $20 an hour in today's money, but I didn't get any benefits. I didn't get any commission. It was just straight wage. And my hours were not reliable either. This is a trend that happened in the early 2000s. At some point, companies started getting really stingy. Slowly but surely, they started taking away things like higher wages, vacation pay, sick pay, health insurance. Basically, anything besides your wages. That's it. That's all you got was wages. And there are still a few places today that you can work that are pretty decent. I hear Costco is a good place to work. And also Trader Joe's pays very well, has a good benefits package. I personally worked for IKEA at one point, and IKEA had an excellent benefits package. They paid very well. It was probably the highest pay I ever made as a retail employee. But the problem comes in with the scheduling. Retail scheduling is a pain in the ass. Something called just-in-time fulfillment happened sometime in the early 2000s, and retailers decided that they were restaurants did too, going to schedule their employees in a just-in-time manner. So they purposefully underschedule you and make you call in on your days off to say that you're available for work, to put yourself on call. If you didn't put yourself on call, you might get 10 hours on the schedule per week. If you needed money, you better be on call. This made it really hard for a couple of reasons. Number one, if you have a life, say for instance, you're going to school, if you have other things that you need to do with your life besides work, being on call all the time is not the most efficient way to get things done. Number two, it wouldn't really allow you to take a second job. Say, for instance, I'm working at retail store A. We'll call that retail store A Kroger. And I got a second job at retail store B. We'll call that JCPenney. Both Kroger and JCPenney are now using just-in-time scheduling. Even though I've got two jobs, I'm trying to make sure that I'm making enough money to support myself. One of these times, one of these jobs is going to double book me. And it happened more than once, and it got me fired more than once. This is why retail is considered a garbage job now.